I will give everyone a couple moments to mosey on in. We are live, we are good. As the Feng Gang takes on the Nightmares in Omaha. Omaha is the 93% favorites. But of course, wouldn't be Access Football or SCFSL. Wherever the heck we are. Alright, so it is rainy and low winds. Hopefully some people are here because we're gonna get going. Hey Dave, how's it going?
Good, just give me 1 sec to
Take
get
your time. I'm debating between taking the Nightmares branding or one other. I think I'm gonna take the Nightmares. As Mullins is 0 for 1. If anyone is in chat, feel free to say that you're in chat. Because, you know, right now it doesn't seem like anyone's here.
Can you hear me?
A little bit. But I can boost you. No, I can't boost you. Let's just close this down really fast. And that one's going to be a punt for a touchback from Steptoe. Tyson Rouge is going to get a couple of yards.
How about that?
Rouge again, short amount. It's 3rd and 3. I'm going to spruce up the unis. Barcelona is going to punt this one. It's going to be a short punt. Rufus Rochambeau is going to get tackled at about the 38. Mullins back to pass. Is the stream working for people? We've got a couple people here. Cool. Action Shin and Leather Mike. As it is a 3rd and 15. Neither of these teams are giving an inch. Hey, there we go. Much better.
I figured it out.
What was it?
Some setting.
As Tabatabai will get them into Steptoe's range. Lucas Arnold has been absolutely suffocated by this run defense. And it'll continue as Benjamin Kay, who again should not be on that roster, somehow gets him. Thought I wiped him out too. Quick pass is going to be overthrown by Mullins, and so they're going to bring out Steptoe.
Do you have to restart to do roster stuff?
I'm not fixing that one.
I,
Why?
I, because I realized I just fixed Mizumachi.
No, I can copy and paste that one. When do he plays on which team? Your team?
Yes, he does, and so that's last year good.
Oh, yeah, no, I can just copy in the roster thing. Is that bounces off the upright, and Willie Miller will get it to about the 7. Tyson Rouge will be tackled for a loss by Rufus Rochambeau. And it's 2nd and 12. Omaha leads 3-0. Rouge has actually been running better than Arnold, but neither team has been running well. Final season as a Viper, that is true. Yes, so for those who are not aware, we will be contracting the Vipers and the Nightmares. Both of these teams and their brandings will be going to the Dev League. The Vipers will be taking the Binaries as the branding, and I think the Rail Raiders are going to take the Nightmares. I've got to talk it over with the team, but I think I'm gonna play with the uniforms a bit. Yeah, I like the Nightmares branding. I worked hard on it. I'm a little stubborn. Plus, also saves me time for doing things at the merch store.
I like it. My questioning is why the Rail Raiders? Just because it's an outlier, or
So the Rail Raiders is a couple of things. First and foremost, I want to. So Zelly came up with the branding for the Rail Raiders.
right.
And so just a little bit of history here for those who don't know. The GFSA, one of our proud partners, is looking for an additional team branding. Zelly had already made the files for them since it was his league, and so they were just wondering if they could use it because.
No, they might as well. Absolutely.
Right, exactly. So we've been toying with rebranding the Rail Raiders. Your 4-time development league champion. I think that's the first time a 4-time champion and the champion, I guess, team has decided to rebrand. But yeah.
No, that makes sense. I mean,
and also I never got Zelly's permission to sell Rail Raiders merch, so I don't want to do that.
Absolutely.
So yeah. Also known as the Rail Raider Legend. Yo, you are a Rail Raider legend. I will never forget. Actually, it was really funny because I was talking with the wide receiver on the Rail Raiders. And guys, if you haven't seen the Rail Raiders play this season, or any of the Dev League, definitely recommend tuning in. They have been absolutely fun games to watch. Like, they've been close, they've been tight, they have been kind of like this game in some ways. Although they need to pass it more. McWigan's going to, but it's a short one to Coffin. And so they're going to punt. But, so anyway...
Man, some of the players that are going to go into this draft and or free agency.
Yes, we are going to have one of the wildest free agencies this year. It's going to be fun. Or draft and contraction draft. It'll be fun too.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
By draft, yeah.
Which, friendly reminder, if you create after the trade deadline on week 10, so Wednesday, you will be put into the season 13 draft class. We locked the draft class with the trade deadline.
Oh, okay, that's different.
It is different. Deep bomb downfield, and it's incomplete. Henriksen can't get his hands on it. But so, anyway, what I was saying is we were talking with Dokabasi. Yeah, perfect timing indeed. We were talking with Dokabasi, who has some absurd number of 25 catches and 13 touchdowns. Over 50% of his catches have gone to the end zone. And he's got nearly 1,000 yards. We were talking about Rail Raiders legend. That guy, I think, might be the greatest Rail Raider of all time in his one season. Hello, Green Army. I mean, that's just an absurd conversion rate.
Yeah. No, that's absolutely insane.
And Tyson Rouge again. Skylar Hawkins II will get that one. And I think our Season 13 draft class is actually going to be pretty big. Call a prediction right here, right now. Clip it and quote me on it, but I believe it. You did have some clutch catches. That is very true. The Rail Raiders are, I will be honest, I don't think I could GM a major league team, not just because I'm legally not allowed to as commissioner, but I don't think I'd have as much fun as I do with the Rail Raiders. Dev League is just fun, and I love it. Mullins is 3 for 11. Funnily enough, each one of his catches have averaged about 11 yards, and he is sacked. Friend Hambaga will get him. Can we catch, please, a block? Okay, in defense of that one, that was a linebacker blitz. So, I believe Hambaga isn't a linebacker, so that one getting to you. Not as much of a OL problem. I sometimes do. I think it depends on the situation for why you'd run on 3rd and long. Also, Michigan Wolverines. McWiggin, by the way, neither of these teams have been throwing well. McWiggin has thrown... What was that? That looked deflected almost. I think it was. Did you see that?
I had looked away right when, right before that.
The ball, like, yeah, can someone clip that? Because I don't think I can describe it well. The ball was actually landed sideways, like 20 yards off the player. It almost looked like it was deflected by the defensive line. Thank you, Kuro. And Mullins to Henriksen for a short gain. That makes Mullins' 4th completion of the night for 4 yards. And perfect. So Dave, you can now see it.
Okay, yeah, I'm on that.
Well worth the watch. It was Arnold. Now I'm going to send that one to Danny and just go, this was wild. By the way, credit to Barcelona. They're keeping it close. I think it was a deflection from the DL. I think it left his hand a little too late. DL got a little bit of a finger on it and knocked it out of orbit.
Can you throw it in the Discord? I don't have the Twitch stream up.
Oh yeah.
So when I joined it, it's not there because
I got you.
I joined it later.
I got you.
Oh no, there, it's done.
You got it?
Someone did, yes. Thank you.
Perfect. We're going to start the second half. Technically, the DL has as long of arms as everyone else. Because height and weight are purely cosmetic. As McWiggin back to pass. Donaldson with a huge gain downfield. Yeah, I don't know. Or it was just a bad throw from McWiggin. Also, a possibility is Rufus Rochambeau will be credited with the tackle for a loss. He's had 2 tonight.
What in the world?
Is this Season 1? Green Army, we both know that it's not Season 1. Season 1 would have ended with far fewer points. I know, but he's referencing the pain in the rain, as Balthasar Orbison will get the sack.
I'm not gonna lie, I was waiting for it to just be like way out of bounds or something, but then when you see it just sail over the middle of the field, I was like, what's happening?
Right? It's a weird play. Mullins back to pass, and he is sacked. Hambaga again. That linebacker is feasting. Mullins this time has time and finds Henriksen. Henriksen breaks a man. There's nothing but space. Henriksen's going to score. Touchdown, Vipers!
Omaha takes a bigger lead, all right.
First and 60. I didn't see that. Oh, I think because of kickoff. Speaking of penalties, though, it's first and 15 as Minion Olsen shows up. As Cawthon will get this one huge downfield. They are now in Omaha territory. Botterman, the fullback, will get 4 yards. 3 yards. Orbison will get the TFL. And now most of our partner leagues are showing up on the thing. The one that is not right now is the International Sim Football League. But you can see the PBE behind the EFL and the SHL. And I gotta get more banners because we have so many more partners. I think I'm gonna give it so that every Simmer Dave will have a different slew of banners. So,
All right. Yeah, I remember you asking me. You were like, "Oh, do you want SHL?" So.
yeah. Yeah, I want to know what he thinks about the new Wheel of Time series too. I also want to know what Adam thinks about it. So I have to watch it still. I did not like the books, but I think I'm in the minority here. I read the first one, felt it was too predictable, and kind of guessed everything that would happen in the order it happened. Felt really bad about it. As Arnold's going to get a huge run.
Formula is formula. I find the same thing in music, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure. There's a Australian band about the 4 chords.
Yes, yeah, right, exactly.
Arnold will get a short one. But, like, it's like, here are your 3 characters. I'm like, alright, this one's the reincarnation of this one. Axis of Awesome. Heck yeah, it is. I used to know that song by heart, both versions.
Canon and D, great.
Yeah, it's, well, no, you should actually look up Axis of Awesome 4-chord song. If you haven't heard that.
No, right, I have
Oh,
heard
but
that,
you're thinking, like, everything's Pocketbell's Canon and D as well. Yes.
That's a different one.
Yeah, it's
yes?
a different one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had to play that for a wedding once.
Oof.
Oh, I didn't have to do, like, the leads. I just kind of strummed some chords. But, yeah, it got old.
I believe Cool plays the cello. That's good to know. I just sing. I'm just a choir singer. Kept it simple. As Cawthon will get a first down, but Barcelona's time is ticking as we hit 3 minutes in the 4th quarter. This has been actually a relatively close game.
Yeah, I mean, the points don't really reflect that, but Vipers did have to work pretty hard.
Minutes on end. Oof. Guigan, deep bomb downfield, double coverage, incomplete. Yeah, I'm sure. Mind numbing. That describes that song pretty well, as Cawthon will turn it up.
Yeah, you're straight up. You do just like hold those notes the whole time, don't you?
Donaldson will get the first, but we hit the... And they're going to burn their first timeout with 2 seconds before 2-minute warning. God, I love this new AI change. That was one of the smartest timeout calls I've seen, is Cawthon will get it, and that'll hit up the 2-minute warning. Can we just appreciate that? And McWiggin
They
is
actually took
sacked.
a time out of it.
Barry B. Benson will get to him. And it's a pick. Skylar Hawkins the second. Prayers have been answered. It was, oh my God, can we get an interception? As the interception happens. And now Benjamin K will get the tackle for a loss. Barcelona is out of timeouts. I think they have to go for a first down, and that'll do it. Lucas Arnold falls forward, gets the first, and the Vipers will shut out the Nightmares and win this game 13-0. I think Skylar Hawkins will be your defensive player of the game. And Dave, what's our next game?
Just 1 second here. We have Mexico City's in Mexico City.
They're hosted Twisters.
Twisters, yeah.
That'll be fun. I'm excited for that one. You know that both those teams have the same record?
That's very surprising.
And that'll do it. Balthasar Orbison is your defensive player of the game. Weston Henriksen, your offensive player of the game. On to our next one. Should let both these teams know. While we're waiting anyway. I'm just going to assume that they're good, so yeah. Cool. Alright, our expert city gives Mexico City a 6% chance. The Twisters are the favorites. But then again, Twisters have been, underwhelming this season. Do you think this is a sign of trouble on the horizon? Dave?
What? Sorry, what?
Twisters are 5-3. Do you think this is a sign of trouble on the horizon?
No, not at all. I think that's a sign of the sim doing what the sim does.
I mean, I'm gonna the game sucks at making predictions. I think that's fair. I think the game also doesn't take certain factors like playbook, play calling, and play sliders. And they take playbook. They don't take anything else into consideration, though. Which means that it really only looks at depth chart matchups and says if they're playing an even game with these playbooks at a 50-50 split.
You think so?
Yeah, I know so.
Oh, because I swear when I changed sliders, even before when it was just the pass run slider, that did have quite an effect on the picks I was seeing, or well, the percentage I was seeing.
So it's interesting because, for example, let's say you run Space Raid, okay, and you put
Yeah.
it at a 50-50. They're going to tell you have this amount to win. Now you move your wide receiver, your running back off to wide receiver to basically run with the Space Raid playbook because there is
Yeah.
no running back position. It'll actually take down your percentage even though your playbook is more optimized because it looks at only position when it does that.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah,
Weird.
the moment I did that test, I'm like, huh, so Space Raid does break this thing. Okay, cool. As Botterman will get nearly to a first down, but not quite. And Branson
I
is
guess
sacked. Sweet Pea will
that's
get to him.
I guess that's a variable I did not take into account.
Yes. Branson again, back to pass. And incomplete. Player, just a miscommunication there. I think that was Tom Holland who dropped it. And Aaron Hughes is just out of range, so he's going to punt it. And it's going to be a coffin. Not a fan of the Eagle colors? Alright, Green Army, I have to ask, are you not a fan of the red, the gold, or the turquoise? Or the silver? I should have put them in red. I keep saying I'm going to, and then I keep forgetting.
I think I honestly like their coloring quite a bit because of how not bright it is compared.
Yes. The gold? Actually, technically...
All of it. All of
yeah.
it, really. It's just not...
It's not in your face obnoxious.
Right.
Because Menno Ray will get the first. That's a shame. I actually really love the Silver Eagles coloring. It's actually called Smoky Topaz for the gold. It's actually the name of the color. I know, you'd think Topaz was not yellow.
I think it does make some sense, too. Like, I think it has a very, like, Aztec, I guess, or I should just say, South American, like, native South American, vibe to it.
Maybe. Although, funnily enough, the colors we chose, well, so a lot of the elements of the uniform are really interesting. So I'll talk about all of them. So on the helmet, you have the two stripes, which have been consistent on this team's helmets through all three teams, with the exception of the black and gold Aztecs. So when they were in the red, the blue, and the red, the green, the yellow, they had these two stripes. When they were the Chocobos, they had the two stripes. So they brought the two stripes back, which I think is a great homage to Emmy.
For sure.
They've got four color uniforms. They've got silver as their light color, because silver is the third largest. Mexico is the third largest exporter of silver in the world, which is why there's Silver Eagles.
Okay. All right. I like that.
You got the wings on the shoulders, because, when you get wings, why not use them? And then you've got them in turquoise, which is another huge export of Mexico. As Larson is blocked by his own player.
Oh, no.
Could have been home free there. And it's 3rd and 1 instead. And nearly picked, but instead they're going to trot out Hughes. Oh my god. And it's going to be a field goal attempt for almost 60 yards. Kick is up and good. 58-yarder. Hughes nails it. Sounds complicated. It is complicated. But I love it.
Yeah, no, I think that's you should have kind of a backstory like that.
As Montroy is going to get this to the 9.
Aliens are green, so we have green.
Yes. I mean, Aliens have actually gone through quite a few logos as well, though.
I think it was pretty much always like a green and a purple-ish.
Yes. It was a very pastel-y first time round.
Right.
And softens with a quick pass to Tidwell. Likes the branding, not the colors. That's fair. I just felt like if we went with the red or the brown again, it just kind of didn't really pop. And we don't have any yellow uniforms, as Tidwell will get the first. And I think yellow uniforms are really cool. Maybe I'm just biased. I love the yellow uniforms with the silver helmets. Kind of like I loved how the freaking Coyotes with their silver helmets in the white. As Tidwell will get a short gain here, and it's 3rd and 7. Then again, my alma mater had a yellow jersey. And so, despite the good start from the Silver Eagles, Lidditz is going to keep them 3-0 as they punt this one for a touchback. Yotes Uni's undefeated. The Yotes uniforms were great. The problem was the Yotes never won in those uniforms.
Are we talking like the trees one?
The trees. As Shrubbery will get a huge game.
Those were awesome.
I love the trees uniforms. Problem is much like the Yotes, the Twisters never win it now, so they don't wear them. I'm actually barred from picking it. We made it to a casual bowl. I know, I was there with you. I was your OL that year.
You can do something wild with our jersey.
Believe me, I have plans this offseason.
Oh, no, I just mean if you want to just scroll through and make something crazy.
I will.
Tonight, I mean, like, out of what we have.
Okay. I'll get a throwback.
I'm ready for that tennis ball green.
Who do you guys play tonight?
Hammerheads.
Dang, I wish we were playing one of the classic 6.
Right.
I would have just thrown out the pastels.
Yeah.
I'll get something crazy. I wonder if you still have the classic, as Burrow will get the touchdown, and that'll make it a 2-score game. Hughes' kick is up and good. Yeah, I might do something crazy. I'm bringing Color Rush back next season, so it's going to be fun. I'm going to pick Color Rush games.
Yeah.
Now that we've sort of settled with the new engine, I feel comfortable getting wild with the uniforms again. It's kind of always where I'm at. I don't want to do too much and try and break the game. As that one's incomplete.
So, here's a question. Are you going to, like, continue changing every year, or just kind of settling with one you like? You know what I mean?
Like Color Rush uniforms?
No. I mean, they're coming out with an Axis 22, no?
Yeah, I think we're not at that stage yet. I think it is definitely a good question. I think it's going to depend on what the changes are in 22.
Right.
If it's mostly cosmetic stuff, no, probably won't. But if
why not? Yeah, exactly. I mean, why do it? Exactly.
But like with this change, there was no reason for us to stick with 20 compared to 21.
Oh no, not at all.
I think I would have had a riot on my hands. Guys, we could do play calling based on situation, or we could do none of that. What do you think? So, it really depends on what 20... Like, I don't know what 22 is going to look like, is kind of my answer. It's kind of like the same thing with 20. I need to see what it looks like and what it does.
I feel like for some reason there was something that was brought up, and I don't know if this was in our Discord or
There's...
Discord, right? Where it was like a pretty, I don't want to say important, but it was like something that made sense to change or whatever, and they were like, we're gonna wait for tonight. And I wasn't sure if that was something that would matter to us or not. I can't remember.
Yeah, I gotta see what it is. I mean, good thing is usually I have a great rapport with Danny on this stuff, so we do talk about it. And so, like, for example, if they're like in 22, we fix the thing of the wide receivers or the pass catchers jumping the route and going off like 2 seconds before.
What is going on there?
So we don't know. I don't know specifically what it is. It has to do with like the pass catching logic. And per Danny, it's not a simple fix.
Right. Yeah.
So
I do remember seeing that.
Yeah. So if it's something that fixes that, it's definitely something to consider for switching engines again.
Right. You have changed every year so far.
So far, yes, but also the changes from 19 to 20 were drastic, and the changes from 20 to 21 were drastic.
Absolutely.
I
had them all.
Yeah, like we can go back to 19, and it's scary.
Was that not suggested one time?
That was. And all I thought of the monkey meme of "Go back, revert to monkey." And it's sort of that mindset, which is like... And Tingle!
Tingle!
He's going to take it to the 10! Now, he'll get stopped at 15. Can't get a block up, but Lidditz is banging on the door.
Great reception.
And it is picked! Johnny Tsunami! I really wish he didn't get called up. The Rail Raiders could have used him. As Tidwell will get a short gain here.
Did they call up Holmes or no? They're gonna receive.
No, they didn't call up Holmes.
Okay.
He is... Though, with a well-placed bribe, he would be great to be called up because he's played for Narwhals. What was I saying, though? So, yeah, so it really depends on sort of, like, everything that's... Because, like, thinking about it, we saw from 19 to 20, we saw players... We saw sliders, we saw custom playbooks, which were huge. And we saw catching in motion. Which I don't think people realize how much... And it's fumbled, it's live. It is not going well for Lidditz. It is going well for Lidditz. It is not going well for Mexico City. As we hit the fourth quarter, you know what? 4's in chat.
Yeah, sure, why not? Reject those 4s if they score right here, but in chat.
And Shrubbery doesn't score, so yeah, keep the 4s going.
I'm just kidding.
Man, I should have like a little, that's what I should do with a macro. I'm gonna make a macro that just when I press it, just goes 4's in chat and pops up on screen. I keep thinking of all these things.
Yeah, no, perfect. I love it.
Sweet Pea will get his second sack of the night.
A little bit of an overthrow.
That's the other thing that we saw, was a lot better throwing in the red zone. like one of the things that we saw in 19 and 20 was we basically said that the moment you were 5 yards away from the end zone, you were never scoring unless you ran
You were
the
not
play.
scoring.
You had to run it in order to score.
And you know how hard running is, especially close to the goal line.
Yeah. So.
Goes from a 0 chance to like a 5. Just saying.
Right, but it doesn't feel like you. It feels like it's then failing because of how red zone defenses are designed, and not because your quarterback just keeps throwing it 70 yards beyond the end zone.
Right.
And
Now, yes, absolutely.
I think that context matters.
It very much does. It very much does. And I think we see a lot of shorter passes close to there where they do have a chance at actually getting it.
Yep.
Instead of no chance to catch the ball.
None.
I'm interested for wine and cheese for 100% sure. I know this is something that I talked about quite a bit a long time ago.
Yes. We're definitely. I think I'm gonna buy a nice bottle of Riesling. It's gonna be great, and we're gonna unpack the Twisters Lions game.
Okay.
And so we're gonna recreate it. We're gonna pause and we're gonna look at everything, and it's gonna be fun. Who says you need to score multiple touchdowns to win? That's fair. Tater, how's your kid doing, by the way? When do the Dragons play? I think they play. They play next. Dragons Lions is next. That's going to be fun. 2 undefeated teams enter, and 1 or 0 end with not a win. 1 or both. This can end in a tie. Did I add your face yet? No, Odeon, I did not. This weekend kind of got away from me. So I apologize. It's on my docket. It just, the weekend. It's my last week of my certificate program. So once I get that done, I will have a lot more free time. You're plenty worthy. Don't give me that. You're worth it. I just haven't had time. What it boils down to. Yeah, a little bit. If you read the announcements recently, it's been a wild week and a half. Yes. Both teams in the first 3 games have the same record entering this game, and I think game 5 or 6 as well, as there was a pick from Johnson, and that will end it.
Jonathan Johnson.
Also, Dave, I noticed your note in his update sheet. Has he commented on that ever, or?
I had to point it out. I was like, "Hey, have you looked at under your awareness in a while?"
How's your awareness doing?
I left MP1 in a very what's the more less more conspicuous in a spot that he could see it.
More conspicuous?
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to figure out?
Yeah, just in a spot that was much more seeable.
Also, I want to point out that with this win, both of our first 2 games, as Green Army points out, they have the same record. Both of our first
Also
2 games have had the same score as well.
Yep. Wow.
So who's scoring 13 in the next game? Dragons or Lions?
Ooh.
Assuming it holds that whoever wins is 13 and whoever loses gets shut out.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're saying who's going to score 13, that could just mean who's going to score 13.
Dave, do you have mod permissions to set up predictions?
I don't. Yeah. Well, no. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know. I also don't have the Twitch open.
That's fair. Branson is our offensive player of the game. Fairway is our defensive. That's okay. I can do this here. And we're going to get this one going for 5 minutes. Start the prediction. Should probably let these teams know they are up.
I've realized that with joining you here in the booth so often, I don't get all my Twitch points from sitting in the stream all night.
Yep.
Those extra 50 really help.
Hello, Ao Mochizaki. Pleasure to have you here. Who's home for this game? I believe the Lions are. Thank you for the sub. Not sub, follow. Thank you for the follow. All right. Dragons head to Vancouver.
Dragons, yes, indeed.
Ah, gotcha. Old account. Gotcha. And it looks like everyone's piling in, so should be good. Be sure to predict on who you think is going to win this game. Got 11K and 4.3K. Our expert picks have this at a 50-50. Whoo.
Wow. Just must have done some work.
It is rainy, low winds. And we are in Vancouver, which means we're in Cincinnati as the stadium. Look at that beautiful, beautiful face, Jen. And so here we go. One of these teams is not going undefeated for the rest of the season. Not going to. Let me rephrase that, because you can tie and you can still be undefeated. At least one of these teams will end the season with fewer. Will end the regular season with fewer than 14 wins. And so here we go. Dayton Mac to kick off for the Denver Dragons to Vancouver. And it's a touchback.
Oh,
Even
wow.
if we lose, we just have to turn the page and move on. Yes. Let the Bob Seger puns start. It's all about how the teams move tonight. Really, they're night moves.
Marinelli picks up a couple.
Oxlong back to pass. Short one to Boss. Boss is going to get the first.
Not a bad way to start.
With zebra striped gum. I love it.
Not a bad way at all to start.
Oxlong is hit as he throws, and so that one's going to be off target. Oxlong back to pass. This is dangerous, and that'll be incomplete. I believe that makes it 3rd and 10.
It does.
This time he has time, throwing in double coverage and incomplete, so they're going to punt. Zuko
I believe
Ito
that was Martinelli.
I believe it was. He had a man open downfield. He should have gone with them, but decided to read that one, and it's a touchback. So now, Willie Beeman and the Denver offense take the field for the first time tonight. They've got tonight. Beeman is sacked. Fate Sabor, who just signed an extension with Vancouver, will get that one. Beeman back to pass again. Vents It's going to get them to the 20, and that's going to bring them back to 10. And it's 3rd and 10 at the 20. Beeman back to pass. Line is holding strong. Deep pass downfield, and Turner has it. Huge catch from Wheel Turner. Beeman gives it to Runman. And Runman will get a handful of yards.
I'm now noticing that the Aliens purple went from between the Vancouver and Denver
Yes.
to the other side of Denver.
Yep. And Beeman is sacked. Vidal Valor will get to him. Oh, they don't show the face, Jen. And this one's going to be a coffin.
All right.
Oxlong back to pass. Has time. And it's a pick.
What?
Scooby Wright falls forward and he'll be tackled at the 1.
What in the world?
So what happened there, Oxlong got hit as he was throwing.
Yeah.
Wright then picked up. And Runman is tackled for a loss. Master Bader will get to him. That actually... And look at that beautiful face.
No, I love that. I loved that. That whole thing right there. Why not?
I think that was actually semi-realistic. Beeman is sacked again. Vidal Valor.
You're gonna kick this one, huh?
They're gonna have to settle for a field goal.
Wow.
So despite the pick at the 1, Denver's drive actually lost yards. What a play from the Lions' defense. And now their offense has to do something. As there are 3 seconds left in the first quarter as Denver leads 3-0. We've had a lot of number parallels happening this game.
Ooh.
And
I felt like you put that in a good spot.
That was beautiful. And unfortunately, Oxlong's been way off target, getting 1 for 6 tonight. Flag here. It's an offsides. It's a free play, I believe, as Lamar, I think...
And Lamar will pick it up.
Yep. And so they're going to decline it, and they're going to get a fresh set of downs. Martinelli is going to get...
Makes a man miss, too.
And another pick from Martinelli.
Monster
of the Woods will get that one. That time was just a bad throw. If you could look at the previous one and go, okay, this was not going to work in the same way that we wanted it to. I'm going to look at this one. And that one was just bad throw from Martinelli. Of course, Runman is going to make 2 Lions miss and get to the 45. Which I believe makes this infield.
There was daylight there.
There was. Beeman back to pass. Throws it quickly and nothing doing. That should have been picked theirs. That was just a really bad throw. And it is in Dayton max range. They're going for it. 60-plus yarder is good. 62-yarder. And so Denver leads 6-0. These picks have been, funnily enough, Vancouver's defense has been playing really well. They have managed to hold Denver to basically nothing. But the problem is the picks have been coming just in their territory, so the special teams has had these shots. Martinelli is going to get nowhere.
Whoa. 1 yard, that's respectable from me.
That's fair. Oxlong, short pass to Grayson. Grayson's going to get a handful of yards.
That was one of the funniest balls I've ever seen, actually. It's like he got tackled and had the
6-2.
chance to keep running.
Oxlong finds Shiloh.
Shiloh!
Shiloh's gone.
He might go.
And Vancouver takes the lead. All it took was one play.
That is it.
And that's what it is. The 6-2 has bitten the Dragons. Oxlong has now made 2 or 3 completions on the night, but one of them has been a touchdown. As we have 2 minutes left in the quarter before halftime. None of these games have actually been disappointing so far. Toasty likes to complain that Wednesday nights have the worst schedule. As King is going to get
after watching Monday, I think tonight is going to be a much better night.
Oh yeah. You mean Wednesday?
Yes. I'm completely
Losing
confused
days?
on what days.
As Beeman, 6-2 coming out against him, and this time is going to be incomplete.
The bad part was I joined late Wednesday. No, I did not. No, that's right. But so many of those games were just absolutely
Blowouts. And so Martinelli is in the backfield in single back formation. Short pass to Martinelli will lose a yard, but he comes back and saves the sack.
Right. Absolutely.
Sadgayev is going to be credited with the tackle for a loss. Oxlong throws it out to Kylie Ray, who gets the first.
Last second chance there.
And it will play it off. Oxlong back to pass. Lamar is going to get a handful.
In the middle. 2nd and 2.
And
Oxlong is sacked by Scooby Wright.
And Martinelli.
Go with Martinelli. 4th and 12.
So that's going to be another touchback. Both of these teams have been playing really well tonight. Beeman back to pass. Has time. Throws it deep. There's a little bit of...
down on. Wow.
There was room for him.
There was absolutely room.
But the defensive back closed it up. Beeman back to pass. That should have been picked as he is hit while throwing.
Alec gets to about the 23.
I think this is going to be a pitch to Martinelli, and that'll be it. Nope, I was wrong.
Oh, they're going deep.
I mean, look, you're up by 1. You're giving the ball to Denver to start the half. You might as well just try and make something happen. Short pass to Boston. That'll end the half. So it's 6-7. Denver down by 1 in Vancouver. But this could go either which way for a game. Both these teams have been just killing it on defense. And it's going to come down to, but regardless of how this game ends, this will be our first game tonight where the loser is not shut out. Although 13 total points have been scored.
Would you say that defense has gotten better or that people are stacking it more?
Bit of both.
Bit of both?
Bit of both. I think what you'll notice is with the top teams, Like the twisters, deep bomb downfield. Ooh. What you'll notice is like with like teams like the Dragons, the Twisters, the Lions, they don't really have a weakness at defense. Even when the Aliens were the champions, they had a really good defense to go along with them.
Right.
I think we've gone from the era of the Season 2 Flamingos where offense can win, as that one's incomplete.
To now defense can win. Yeah.
Defense is necessary to win.
Right. I completely agree, which is...
And this is a touchback.
With the way creates go,
We'll figure something out.
and I don't mean... I don't even mean it that way. It's like...
We need a way to incentivize them. Martinelli has received the ball once for -1 yards and rushed the ball 5 times for 11 yards. On 6 total touches, he is averaging 10 yards total. It's not averaging.
I think we're also making positions need like more attributes. You know what I mean? Like
more TP.
all of a sudden, hit power's big. Hit power's big, I would say. And fumble wasn't something we quite had to worry about before.
Right, because in 19, a fumble was called a lateral.
It was so rare. It was so rare, actually.
Well, also, when
comparatively,
in 19, Scooby Wright will get that sack. In 19, when a fumble happened, the offense would always recover.
Right, always.
Oxlong, but I think this one's a hole that's coming back. No, it's an offside.
Oh, it's on Denver.
And so Craig Shiloh will score his second touchdown of the night, giving them a lead.
That is huge.
Of 8 points. Still a one-score game.
Makes them have to work for that one score now, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. What's wild is Denver can tie with Mack kicking 0 PATs and 2 field goals. And also them scoring a touchdown. Is this is last week of regular season? No.
This is week 9.
This is week 9. We got 5 more weeks of regular season. Or 2 more weeks if you're 2 weeks after this week of games. And then we got the postseason. Beeman back to pass. Deep bomb downfield. There's a flag here. I think this one's coming back on a hold. It is. Ahmed is hit with it. And so despite the big throw from Willie Beeman, he's not going to get a chance to celebrate.
I love that, actually.
And he's hit
shows him, and just shows him as he's running back to the huddle, like, damn it.
Frustration. Beeman back to pass. Hold on a second, my wife is calling me. Take the game. Call for 4s when it hits 4th quarter.
Flag will be accepted. 4th and 6. They're going to end up punting this one away. And it'll be it. Pitches to Martinelli. Gain about 3. Two yards per carry versus the top team. Brutus Maximus with the set. Vancouver will have to punt this one away. Yes, 4th and chat, absolutely. Oh, muff punt. You can't pick it up. What is going on? Well, That puts a little bit of a damper on this drive. Beeman out fast, run. Picks up. Good amount. Over the 28, Runman. Gets nowhere. Hello. TLK is somewhere bending to his wife. Masturbator picks this one off. Big play for Vancouver. Walks long. We're playing games about a couple yards out. Walks long again. He'll find Grayson. Out. 6. Third and a couple, and they cannot convert. They'll end up kicking this one. Make it a 2-score game. Denver's going to start from the 25. Beeman avoids something but throws it away.
I'm back, and it looks like Vancouver has scored another time.
Yes, they drove for a field goal. Beeman
Maple
finds
season.
Maple. Turner gains him 3. 2nd and 7.
This is an offside.
Flag
so
on
he's
the
got
play.
A free throw, and he's gonna find a first.
Hornet Hives.
Hornet Hives is hit. Saying it's a first, but it's 3rd and inches. Can someone get a clip of that for me, please? Thank you for the anonymous cheers. As Maple with a
picks it up
spin move
and
catch
makes a
touchdown.
Wow.
What a play. That's a highlight. And Denver is back in this, as it's now a 4-point game.
Two minutes to go.
And this is going to be a touchback. I don't know why they didn't go for 2 there. I would have. As Martinelli is blocked by the OL. As Odion Muldoon is credited with the tackle for a loss. This time Oxlong has time and just throws slightly off target as the player jumps the route.
Oxlong has some time.
Lamar will pick it up.
That's huge.
That's
absolutely huge.
That could be the end of it, as Kylie Ray, the fullback, is going to lose some yards. Denver's going to burn their final timeout.
2nd and 10. Does this guy have?
And it's a fumble.
Ball.
And James Gallen
picks it up
with a minute 43 to go. Denver now has a chance. And now I bet they're really hoping that they had gone for 2. Because Runman's going to get them close. And a tie could be a possibility, but not anymore.
They'll give it to Runman again.
Runman's going to get some good yards. It's 2nd and 4.
Down to the wire here.
And Runman is going to be short.
3rd and 2.
Mind you, they will be going for it on 4th down. 6-2 coming out against them. Beeman is going to
They
give it to
go for the
Runman.
run.
And
Wow.
Andrew Green is going to get tackle for a loss, so it's 4th and 5. This is it. Do or die. And Beeman is sacked.
Big sack.
Why run? I don't know. I think that just has to do with sliders.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
And that'll do it.
I specifically took all of I think I had like 95-5 run on 3rd and close, and I was still running it every single time.
And so a false start here is going to end the game. Master Bader is your defensive player of the game, and Craig Shiloh your offensive player game. What a game.
What a game.
Hey, there was still a 13 in the scoreboard.
I'm gonna take this next one to heat up some food and
Sounds good.
do some stuff. I'll probably be back in the middle somewhere.
All right. So now the Flamingos host the Rush. And I said I would do this, so we're going to do it because Flamingos are home. I'm going to use this as a shameless plug to say you can get hats. And one of the coolest hats is the Flamingos. Actually, both these have really cool with the red and black and the pink and black. So let's see if we have a pink Flamingo helmet. We do. It's Flamingo's blackout game. All right, our expert picks give Fort Lauderdale the 93% odds. Oh yeah, I should pay out the prediction. And there we go. We are in Fort Mingo. It is clear and high winds. And so here we go. Flamingos in black, Rush in white and red. This isn't too confusing at all. Should have put them in black pants, but it's okay. Thunderball tackled for a loss. Our Sippy Ramiro is credited with that one. And so here we go. And the player jumps to route and Mason Jordan's nearly picked off here. But instead they're just going to punt it away. Giving him a little bit more breathing room, but not much. Bonderman is the punter. So Smith is going to get this and get met immediately. Strobel back to pass. Has time, throws on the run, and finds iBoss James for a touchdown. And it's 7-0 Fort Lauderdale. Hello, TVC. How's it going? I have a question for you, TVC. It has to do with hats. Were you the one who placed the order? As Grundlesmooch will get a first. And Thunderball is going to get a tackle for a loss. And so the Flamingos are going to try and score again now. Strobel short pass, and the player donks it off their own hands. Strobel gives it to Brewer, and that one just felt like it was a bad throw, as Sabadona Tom Hanks is credited with the tackle for a loss. Aliens play on where he was throwing, and that's going to throw it off, which means he just threw it out of bounds. And so a quick punt from Pablo. And Thunderball is going to get a handful of yards. PCast, I took initiative and just decided to give you guys the black unis tonight. Figured in honor of the really cool pink and black hats, which I still might buy. And Smith is going to be met immediately again. Strobel gives it to Brewer. Brewer with a spin move, and he'll get a first. And Jordals is going to get the first down. I bought a Big Go's hat, no shame. Honestly, okay, I thought that was you. I do love the pink and black Big Go's hat. Let me know, in case you're wondering what it looks like, let me give you guys a link to the store. So the hat store at the bottom, that'll have all of that. But yeah, no, the neon pink with the Flamingos logo in the black is, honestly, I might buy one myself. Between that and the Rush. I might buy the Rush one because of a joke that it's head office's favorite team. It's kind of the two I'm torn between. And I did buy a Dragons today as Eyeboss James with his second touchdown of the night. By the way, TVC, I do have a tracking on the order, so if you need to know where it is, it's still in fulfillment right now, but second I have more information, I will let you know. Who is your lady model wearing the hats? That's just the default model that they gave us. Not mother, model. Wow, I can't words tonight. Dating paying off big time. Heck yeah, it is. So yeah, it's just the model they gave us. It's none of those models are anyone I know. That's just who they gave us. Mac Anthony is going to get a first. No, he's short. And Thunderball is tackled for a loss by Dread, so that's going to make a punt as we hit the 3-minute mark on the second quarter. That's fair. I know the date, and that one's going to be recovered by the punting unit. I know that December 8th is the last day to order before, in order for the stuff to arrive before Christmas. And I did order my Dragon's hat today, as I did promise, based on my flare prediction. So I'm getting a silver and black Dragon snapback, which I think will look good. Also, what I've been thinking about, and just something to sweeten the pot for everyone here, I'm going to be working on this weekend a logo for the Super Casual Bowl. If your team wins, there will be special for limited time hats, similar to like how baseball teams have like World Series champion hats. There will be Super Casual Bowl champion hats for that season. In snapback. Strobel on the run, finds Webb, and Webb's got a touchdown. This has gotten out of hand for the Rush really fast. It's really interesting. I just noticed, despite the visors, it didn't actually adjust the visor color. The visor should be bright pink. Oh well. Can't all be. It's an aesthetic issue. Not gonna worry about it. Mason Jordan, short pass. Just give Mingos the trophy now. Mingo's got to make it there. They're 3-5 right now. This season is definitely looking like they're turning the corner, but it's just not there yet. I would be surprised, though, if the Flamingos do not make a postseason return next season. There is your TLK 742 Stone Cold Lock of the Century of the week. Oh, I love the Mingos uniforms, too. The Mingos, I will be honest, I try not to have much bias, but in terms of branding, the Flamingos are my top one. And that false start's going to knock them back 5 yards, so it's going to make the punt even worse.
Okay.
Welcome back. You missed me say that the Flamingos have the best branding of any team, and I stand by it.
I wouldn't have guessed that was your opinion. That's a lie. That's a joke.
Oh, I know. The only team I made before making the league, I think, has the best branding. I don't know why. Thomas Noble II with a huge catch and run touchdown.
It's great because I really was just pulled to the Roswell branding right away.
That's
so
fair.
It was just kind of great that
you ended up there.
The people that I knew were there.
Roswell has great brand. Like, a lot of... Max has come up with 2 brands. Roswell is one of them. Can you guess the other one?
Are we talking Twisters, Matt?
Uh-huh. The very same.
Okay. So Twisters.
Yeah. There you go. You got it. Proud of you.
So, so fun. Like, I really do love that branding too because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just fun.
It's fun. I actually love the Rush branding, too. I think the logo needs a little bit of a rehash. I love the leaf.
Yes, yes. I was a fan of the R
Yeah.
because of the way that it was kind of conveyed.
I wanna try and fix it up, but we'll see. I'll work with the GM on that. And that one's another great punt recovered by the special teams. So they're gonna put the Flamingos back in the game.
TVC.
Yeah, I'll work with
TVC.
TVC on it. Actually, we've been talking about it. Who am I kidding?
Awesome.
Dub City wants to see the hat when it comes in. By the way, have you seen the Flamingos hat with the black and the pink?
Not if there's like a regular picture of it.
There is a regular picture of it. Well, there's the model picture of it.
Oh.
So it's right there on the hat store. You can actually see it if you go to the Flamingos section. Because
Yeah,
I
I'll check that out.
put that default one there. I need to actually figure out a default picture for each of them as opposed to just the default beige and black. But no, it's so good. It's neon pink brim with neon pink like little holes at the top and then a black lid. So it's kind of like these uniforms. In terms of just how it pops. Jordan's back to pass. And Sanic. Huge play by the Rush, as Grundlesmooch will get this one, but time is ticking on the half. They're going to burn their final timeout. And Mac Anthony will get it, but time is ticking. I think they're just going to bring out the field goal unit and try. Ooh, but they don't have a way to... I would have spiked it, but that's okay. And they get it off in time. Botterman's kick is up, and it's high winds, dude. It's no good. And so the Flamingos get the ball to start the half. What'd you make for dinner?
I just have leftover shrimp Alfredo.
Nice.
I'm a fan with pretty much anything with shrimp in it.
That's fair.
Which I did say to Infi recently, we got to go to that Crepes Tea House place.
Yes, we do.
I went there once, and the first bite I took, it was one of those things where I had to sit back and revel in it, you know?
Yep. And Brewer on the outside. He's going to make a man miss. Brewer's going to take it all the way. Man, do you wish your running back could do that?
I wish he could. I wish he could with all those 99s.
Instead, he just averages -4 yards.
To be fair, I think Pryor is a amazing OL.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So there's a lot of credit there.
He's honestly one of the top 3 OL in the league.
That's not to knock Wick at all, because Wick's doing great.
He's just much younger.
Right, exactly.
I am kind of bummed the Wallabies didn't want me to transfer over to OL, but it's okay.
It does seem like a really fun position.
I'll be honest. I say this. We are the only football sim league that has come up with fun offensive line. Granted, we don't get all the stats that we want a sim football engine to have, like pancakes. because it doesn't record those or have those. But the fact is that you can point to how successful your OL is as a whole is still really cool.
Yes, yes. And I'm glad that you guys have come up with a way to do that.
Yep. Now the question is, do we do the same for DL? As Noble the second, the fullback,
Wow.
is going to get his second touchdown.
What a move.
And the Flamingos are piling on the herd against Toronto. Thomas Noble is averaging 59 yards per carry and 67 yards per catch. Is this S1 because the Flamingos are destroying the rush? I don't know, TC. I don't think so. But maybe. No, because of the run game. You know what? That's fair. Dummy. Yeah, that's fair. Holding here, it's coming back.
It's weird because the run game has made a bit of like a bit of progress, but in a weird way.
Yes.
I feel like.
That's the other thing I think I'm going to do for wine and cheese. I've got an idea, and it's a really stupid idea. And I'm going to tell it to everyone here in chat. Because they'll be the first to hear.
I was like, are we going?
Oh yeah, we're going. So it's not archetypes as much as position-based archetypes. So, you can be an all 99, but depending on where you line up in the index, your max will change on position.
Okay. So, are you thinking like a regular RB1 would be more agile than a fullback, or?
I don't know. I'm still toying with the idea. This is like really like back of the napkin idea.
And I mean, I like archetypes, but I feel more like you should be able to pick your archetype, and then people will kind of play you where they need to.
That's fair. So maybe it's a whole... But for right now, with just this, as Williams, who finally got his update to work, will get a first. He was struggling with his update. Like Google Sheets and him were not agreeing.
I just updated him today, and I was like, wow, he's spending quite a bit, huh?
Yeah. And Ramiro III is going to get 1 yard, as that'll be his first catch as we hit the fourth quarter.
I believe that's Ramiro LLL.
DG, by the way, since you're here now, we did get all the... What does ATP stand for? Honest question. Sanjay Watt will get the face mask and it's first and goal at the 1.
Some attributes.
Yeah, like I'm just trying to figure out what ATP stands for. I'm just curious about the acronym more than anything else. And Thomas Noble will get his second attribute points, I think. Huh, interesting. It's so weird.
TPE is what again?
Training points earned.
Okay. I always thought total points earned, but that doesn't make sense.
Adenosine triphosphate. Very true. And Thunderball is going to get met behind the line. The Truth credited with the tackle for a loss. I don't know if Dub City is still here. By the way, I've updated the stat log for the last 3 games, just so you know. So those are all on the game log. I don't know if 13-0 is a scoreagami, but if so, it happened twice tonight. As Thunderball is tackled for a loss, Arcipi Ramiro. And so, Mason Jordan I think that ball went backwards. Can someone check that? As Strobel back to pass, finds Webb. 13-0 has happened twice already. Well, now it's happened 4 times.
And what? 13...
17.
something else. 17.
As Jordals will get the first. How is Linus Riverboat doing? He's actually been having a good season, but today he's been pretty quiet, as Jaleel Hakeem will get the TFL. Strobel back to pass. Gives it to Brewer. Not back to pass. Strobel. Hand off to Brewer. Brewer will run forward, get the first.
A Georgetown.
A Georgetown. Well, it is first and Jort. And Brewer's going to run it in. It's actually a loss of 2. Wow. That, well, the good news is with the contraction draft, there is a kicker in the draft. So, Felix Steptoe could be a rush. Great kicker at that. And this one bounces off the upright. And so now, Toronto is going to try and put some points on the board with 1:57 to go. Anthony's going to get a short game, but he's been having a good night tonight. Mac Anthony's got 4 receptions for 30 yards and 6 targets. Brundlesmooch with a huge gain and runs out of bounds, but that'll be a first down. And he's doing it on the Flamingos sideline. I believe in the NFL, that would be called a taunt. Luckily, we're not in the NFL. As Zeb Batabone will get them short yardage, and Toronto uses their 3rd and final timeout. 6-2 coming in from the Flamingos. Jordan is met immediately. Weston East will get the sack. And incomplete. So it's 4th and 8. They're going for it, as they should. Short pass to Anthony. Anthony can't quite get his feet placed. Steps out of bounds, and Fort Lauderdale's going to get the ball, kneel it, and end it. 56-0.
Next, we have Frost Giants hosting the Knights.
That should be a great game.
I think it should be.
While they're kneeling, I'm going to grab some more water. I'll be right back.
No problem.
All right. And that'll do it. This season, the Flamingos are undefeated in their alternate uniforms. The Truth has the wrong face gen showing up, which is a shame. I got to fix that. But we'll get Defensive Player of the Game, and Skylar Strobel is your Offensive Player of the Game. I'm going to fix that face gen. Frost Giants host the Knights.
Just one second. In Reykjavik, yeah.
She stood there, bright as the sun on that California coast. He was a Midwestern boy, all on his own. Huh, the score happened twice before. That's wild. Reykjavik is the favorites. Alright. So I want to talk about this game for a second, because this game actually matters. Despite the fact that, oh, because Barcelona's already played a game. If Hollywood wins this, they've knocked themselves out of the 3rd overall pick. If Reykjavik wins this, if Reykjavik loses, they more or less secure it. But if they win, the Knights will get them first. So, we're in Reykjavik, land of the Giants. Gotta support the GFSA. What's our weather? Game announcements. It is cloudy and low winds. Alright. Let's do this. And here we go. Who you got winning this game, Dave? Dave? Is it just TLK against the world? Dave's here. Just not talking. As Io Torrent will get this one to about the 12. And so here we go. Flamingos absolutely won. Dust, I'd love to have you. Because I actually have a question for you. You had 2 touchdowns as well. Oh wait, no, Ludacris had a piking. And Botterman. It's tackle for a loss by Morgan Stanley.
Hello.
Hello, how's it going? So, with your question about Thursday, I have a question. Would it make sense to do it earlier in the day? Can you hear me, by the way?
So I was the one to say hello. I'm Dave.
Oh, hi, Dave.
I said hello to.
Oh, so Dust.
And he hasn't said anything.
Gotcha. I've been talking to you for a minute, Dave, and you haven't said anything.
I did walk away. 1 second.
I was asking who you had winning this game. Reykjavik is the favorites, by the way.
They are, okay.
But part of it is that Hollywood doesn't have a running back. Speaking of running backs, there's ShamWow.
Right.
ShamWow shifts his way forward for a first down.
It was hard, but I mean, I think I did look at both of these teams, and I want to say.
Carlos will get 7.
No,
There it is. You made it.
Dust, I thought I heard you. ShamWow is going to be shifty and get a touchdown. Reykjavik takes the lead. I believe the Dragons own Reykjavik's 1st overall pick, correct?
They do own the first round, yep.
Who owns the Knights' 1st round pick?
The Lions.
Ooh. God. Yeah, I think head office needs to start vetoing trades.
All right. Well,
I'm sorry.
a first and a second for a first and a second. Like it's just a straight swap.
Yeah.
For what? Okay.
And there was a player thrown in.
Which player?
Jerry Rice the third.
Yeah, okay, I
700
rest my
TP.
case. We're vetoing trades going forward.
Not to me.
No, we can't veto past trades.
No, I meant I didn't get a player.
No, I know that. Jerry Rice the third, are they active? As Cade Fletcher will get a huge catch. Oh, but so Dust. Anyway, switching topics and switching gears. Thursday, because you had a
Mhm.
question about it. Do we want to possibly do that game earlier in the day, or is your day completely shot?
I'm not around. I'm leaving Wednesday night.
Ah, fair enough. So yeah, we can just do it that way then. Not a problem.
Was it? Yeah, it's either that or it's got to be like an oddball time over
Yeah,
the
no.
weekend, like a Saturday game.
No, we've got wine and cheese night.
Well, I'd hate to interfere. I mean, we could do both. I mean,
We
we
could
could
do
just
both.
parlay one into the other, right?
We could.
Usually Devley gets pretty hyped, and then we can just kind of end the night with some wine and
Relaxing.
cheese, I guess.
Wine and cheese. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Pre-game, actually. We pre-game with wine and cheese, and then go to Dev League. That sounds more fun, actually.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely do that.
Which, by the way, for all y'all tuning in, if you haven't watched the Dev League, they have been some of the most exciting games. Would recommend.
I have to cancel practice and not join that.
Oh, dude. They're even good just to go back and watch. They're just that good.
Oh, the wine and cheese has me.
Ah.
Beforehand.
Yeah, cancel practice for wine and cheese. He's got a man in the flat, and he bobbles it. He decides...
He bobbles it.
Football is not his sport. His true calling is volleyball.
He punches it away.
I just wanted to see that. I can't remember the QB right now, but
Holloway?
yeah, Holloway.
You just want to see him catch it?
Yeah, run it in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the block. It's almost like a screen pass, or like a double pass.
Oh, yeah. And so they're going to turn to Gregov House Gates to put points on the board, but Reykjavik is still going to lead. And it's high winds, dude. It's no good. The hardest hitting punter in the league misses. He is the hardest hitting punter in the league, by the way. He has the highest hit power of any punter.
He might have higher hit power than like half the defense.
Wow.
Sham Wow is going to just take it to the house.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Anyone ping CJ?
Oh, I've let him know.
All right.
I like to think of the bobble, as you like to put it, as like a volleyball set almost.
Yeah. Unless TOK, you want me to stream Dev League Wednesday night before majors.
That's a lot of sim football.
Well, I mean, I can go at 5.
Nah, let's just do it. Let's just do
Alright.
pre-recorded.
Whatever the people want.
Yep.
And TLK is the people.
I am the people.
He runs super casual with an iron fist.
Yes. That has been always my case. So, okay, so here we go. I'm gonna say something. Do the Dragons lose twice if the Knights lose this game?
Like, loses in today's game against the Lions and then also the draft pick battle?
Yes.
I guess, kinda. I don't really know. I mean, this is just a regular season game, I guess. Very possible that not saying it's a for sure thing, but it's possible that the Lions and Dragons meet up again in the playoffs. I mean, they both got tough roads. Playoffs are going to be a way different animal.
Yep. Absolutely. And I noticed you both changed your play calling for this game. As
We did.
Boateng is going to get is going to get the first. Or momentum.
Yep, Powell and I chatted a little bit before the
Oh,
game.
yeah. And this time Boateng's got space. He's going the
man.
distance. He's
And
going for speed.
That's not Bob Seger.
He's all alone in his time of need. Yeah, but I've seen Cake live. I haven't seen Bob Seger live.
Dang.
I know.
So,
Bob Seger tickets are a little more expensive. Not even.
kind of agree with Will there. More passing for them. They got some good receivers. The Knights do. I really like their tight end Io Torrent.
Yeah. Oh, Torrent's great. Yam Lewis with a great catch.
Yep, he's
I'm surprised the Knights haven't.
from last.
Have the Knights submitted a custom play calling slider yet?
I haven't checked them specifically. But
Yam Lewis with a huge
that's pretty
catch.
easy to do.
And thrown over the head.
I don't have a custom playbook. They have weights in their play calling.
Ah.
So someone's done something.
Okay, so they do have custom play calling, though. That was kind of my question.
Yeah.
I realized custom playbook and weights were being used interchangeably when they really shouldn't be.
Yeah, it's not really play calling. I don't know. Play calling is kind of a misnomer. It's more tendencies, I guess, is what it is.
And this time, Greg Haskase makes it. No, I agree.
But yeah, no, there's some weights in there, play calling weights, whatever they're called.
Cool.
That's one of the things I think that still can always be done is, you know, right now I think they're just running the West Coast offense, which is fine, but like they could easily run a little bit more, like one tight end, two receiver set formations or something like that if they wanted to, or 3-3-1 or whatever to get more usage out of their weapons.
Absolutely.
You know, they're running a fullback and running back as bots, so it's like.
Was it me or you that was talking about, like, I'm surprised that more teams aren't just throwing random playbooks out there to get more of their players involved.
Yeah, I think we said that. But, I mean, you know, when you have a limited amount of players, you don't have to be quite as random. I mean, you can kind of pick and choose formations, but.
Yeah.
But that's what I do, and that's what I did, like, last season with the Lions when I had a couple different pieces on offense there. It was just trying some different things, getting people the ball. So,
would you say there's like playbooks that just like don't work?
Yeah, there's
just
I think there are formations that are not very well.
Because like I find myself going through and like looking at what I have and trying to make a playbook out of it, but like every time I test it, it's just garbage.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of formations that don't work because Axis just doesn't, like I said, it's more tendencies than it is a true play calling. I think most of the plays Axis has are honestly garbage, but
and that's kind of how I feel, where it's like You just
But,
gotta
like,
find what the game likes, really.
and honestly, I think less is more. If you find like a handful, rather than watering down your playbook with like well, not 30, but like 10, 15
No,
formations, like less is
I-
more. Like if you find 6 good ones, like stick with it.
you're
So
right. Yeah,
interesting you
that's
bring
how
this
I
up.
feel as well.
It's
They're
interesting you
gonna
bring this
stick
up
in.
because Danny actually swears by the air raid offense, which we have found works terribly here.
Yeah, it does.
Absolutely awful.
But yet he swears by it. It's very interesting.
I do think it will come into play if we do what you're saying and kind of make players more realistic. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Because that is a real thing in the game. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
and I believe that you kind of saw that in maybe the Axis League where people were coaching. I believe.
No, we all went straight 99s for specific players. They
Oh, really?
the devs thought we were going to like strategically place people. I'm like 99 wide receiver, 99 wide receiver, 99 quarterback, 99 running
It looked
back.
like it ran so well to me.
So
So I
there
automatically
was only
assumed that you were
12
just
99s kind of it. Where it was like 5 99s and the rest were all like 70s.
okay. Okay.
But,
And
So that
Fletcher will get a touchdown.
hey, nice. Was that the most improved player of the year in last?
It sure was.
Yeah. Good.
And if I believe he is a free agent, so he will not be in the contraction draft. Wait, no, he's on the Knights. He will not be in the contraction draft either
I was
way.
gonna say what?
I'm losing my mind.
we are talking about the league that someone like won. I watched some of the playoffs,
Yeah,
or
Zelly
maybe
won.
even the last. Okay, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah, I missed the playoffs because I decided to kneel away an entire quarter after putting up nearly 50 points on a guy. Hubris. My name is Brian. And ShamWow will get another touchdown. I think he might be our offensive player of the game.
Maybe the week.
Although Jerry Riggs has thrown 3 touchdowns for 6 passes.
Gotta throw the dog outside.
Every other pass is a touchdown.
That's pretty
solid.
absurd. I don't know, guys. This quarterback, he's
Like
like
a
a
coin flip.
50-50.
It's like a coin flip. Will it be a touchdown or will it be a completion? I don't know. Also, Otto Torrance at wide receiver 1. Okay.
And Otterman is tackled for a loss by Jimmy. So if Reykjavik holds this lead by 25 points, there will be no more winless teams this season.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, because the Nightmares won one. I think against the Knights? Or no, against the Frost Giants.
Against the Frost Giants. The Frost Giants won against the Nightmares.
Yeah, everyone's kind of beating everyone.
It's a triangle. Man.
And the Rush won a couple there.
And since the Nightmares are being contracted, I don't even have to do math for who wins first.
That's true.
ShamWow, who's been tearing it up, will continue to do so. And CJ is now realizing that his team is winning. Because we are going to hit the fourth quarter.
I mean, they've been doing it by land and by sea, so it's, or air, I guess.
Air. I was going to say, I don't think anyone's swimming here. This isn't a water polo sim league.
Well,
you got to get those horses
that
ready.
Sounds pretty
Fours
interesting.
in chat.
That actually is like, that's an interesting sport every time I've seen it.
Are we talking with horses or without?
Water polo.
Well, yeah, I know, but sometimes you have your water polo with horses, and sometimes you have it without. As Tackleson will get the sack.
Seahorses?
Regular horses.
What's my cap for my horse rating?
And ShamWow is going to get stopped at about the 10. But a huge run from ShamWow. I think it's the first time we've seen a big run highlight. He's got over
Yeah.
over 400
Goodness.
all-purpose yards, and he's not slowing down.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh. It's 5
Hollywood's
touchdowns
really
for him?
just gonna have to turn the page after this game.
Yeah. 414 all-purpose yards, 5 touchdowns. Guy ShamWow is wiping up the defense. I don't know.
Yep.
Isn't that what a ShamWow thing is? A little towel thing or something? I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah, it is.
Oh god.
That's kind of the sad thing. There's so many clever names, and they don't always get highlighted on stream.
It's
But it's
yeah,
great when they do.
absolutely. And Io Torrent's going to score. Huge play from him.
Whoa!
Wow.
90, I believe that was it's not 93 yards. It was like 80-yard touchdown.
I was waiting for that from CJ.
Is he saying the name's okay? Because it's a great name.
No. No.
He's saying that
It's
the
just a
touchdown
bunch of
wasn't.
yeah. It's
I
a
thought
bunch
that
of him
touchdown was
cheering.
really impressive.
It's a bunch of him cheering, and then it's okay.
You gotta look. I stand by this belief. You have to appreciate it even when it's your opponent scoring on you. As PP
Oh, yeah.
Poo Poo will get the first down.
Absolutely.
The name that always makes hummus laugh.
It's a very mature name.
It's a very mature name. Jerry Riggs wide open. Dick Richards touchdown.
I mean, you
That's-
can't be too upset too with people scoring on you.
When
I
you're
mean, especially when you score a lot and you give them a lot of opportunities, and just like the teams can be more evenly matched too than you think.
Power is a very mature person, so it works.
Oh, that's his first name? I thought it was Keith Richards.
Nah, Keith Richards actually would have been, I think, hilarious of a name.
Right? He's still alive,
Not only that, he lives like 2 towns over from me. My mom nearly got nearly got into a car accident with him, and I'm still disappointed in my mom for not getting into said car accident.
Right.
Like, seriously, that's a great way to get his autograph.
And a great story.
You know that he is
That's
banned
right.
from the Rolling Stones list of artists most likely to die?
How long has he been on that list? Like
They banned him
10
because
years?
after a certain point, they just said he's never dying.
He's probably not.
No, he's going to live forever. I'm convinced.
How old is he?
74?
Gotta be in his 80s, yeah. Why?
I don't know.
Old enough
He's
for
also
that.
like severely older than he looks too. Or
He's
severely.
looked
no,
that
he
age
looks
since he
severely.
was
I was
like
gonna
40.
I was
Other
gonna
way.
say he looks like
He looks
Yeah,
like he hasn't
yeah.
aged since he was 40 because he's looked like that. As Kate Fletcher gets a touchdown. Probably Guy ShamWow Offensive Player of the Week. We still have... I have to go back. I have to see how everyone did. The Flamingos had a good game.
Yeah. Strobel did pretty well, right?
Strobel did really well. And it's an onside kick from them, and they don't recover. Good on them for trying, though. Gotta love the gumption.
Gumption's such a great word.
Gumption is a great word. And ShamWow takes it to the house again. I think it's ShamWow, though. I really do.
I mean, it's gonna be tough to beat.
7 touchdown performance. 2 passing, 4 in the air, 700 all-purpose yards.
Is he at 700?
I think he might be pretty close.
I thought he was 6.
Either way,
I mean, not that that's
game's
like
still young.
worse.
We still got 1 minute 44 seconds.
I mean, they're gonna be kneeling, right?
Hollywood. Oh yeah, Reykjavik is. No more Cobra Kai's.
Yeah.
I was like, Hollywood's not kneeling. They're playing to win,
Well,
man.
We were talking about Champagne.
And that was incomplete, but it isn't hold, so it doesn't matter. It's Reykjavik after a 50 burger on Hollywood. And it's a fumble. Boderman recovers it outside of the end zone. And Boderman. GG. Is it going to be a scoregami? Ah, 26-56 would have been a scoregami. I think we're good. Flag here, it's in offsides, and just thrown away, so they're just going to take the offsides. Alright, we got another scoregami. Deep bomb downfield. Io Torrent again. And that'll do it. Unless they recover the onside kick. CJ, I really hope you're not pushing for the playoffs. Reminder though, the trade deadline is this Wednesday. And they'll recover and that'll do it.
Alright, what do you want, CJ?
Aliens are willing to give you a generous offer for all your first for the next 7 seasons.
CJ's about to cash in all those picks he just acquired to win now.
CJ, we love you. 483. So we are 17 scores away from... We have what? We have 2 more games tonight. And then we
Look at that.
We have 30 games. All right, Guy Shamwow is your offensive player of the game. Your defensive player of the game is Jimmy.
The Knights' defense really.
I wanted to see
on
how many
the fourth.
all-purpose yards he had. I'm sorry, this is actually bothering me. All right, Guy Shamwow had 328 on the ground and 134 in the air.
All right.
So you had about 450.
Yeah, 462.
All right, what's our next game?
That's pretty good.
New Zealand host Venom.
All right,
New
time to
Zealand.
let
Oh, the Wallabies?
Wallabies.
I
Yeah,
never
this should
think of
be-
them as New Zealand.
I sometimes mix
This
it
should
up.
be decent, I would say. Yes? Maybe.
Yep.
I think most of these games will be. There's a lot that could have gone either way in the lineup.
I think this one's going to be tougher for New Zealand, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agree.
I don't have my own first. Just ask the Knights for it.
Okay.
Yeah, you swap firsts. All right, New Zealand is underdogs, but that's okay. What's our
Or
weather?
no, somebody else has it, and I can't remember.
Rainy no wins. Now wins. Hold on, let me go to the simmer page.
Whatever I
I would
announce is
assume
gospel, but it's under jobs.
I would assume.
It is rainy, no winds.
No.
And let's see, we need a fun stadium for Wallabies. Let's do Razorback. We don't do there anymore. And my wife is home, so I'll be back in 3 seconds.
Oop. Mickey Mouse picks up 7. Do math. Just get sacked.
Hey, Wallabies out to an early lead. Oh, a fumble. Dang.
There we go.
Missed some solid narwhal split, or not narwhals. Other
Jeez.
NW. Too much Dev League.
Well, I would expect nothing less from our Dev League commissioner.
Yeah.
Congratulations on doing your first waiver, by the way.
Yeah. Thanks for stealing it.
You're welcome. I'm just here to steal your glory.
Slayton makes a move. Wow.
What do you think, guys? Slayton, Hall of Fame wide receiver or no?
Probably.
You just must love the name. You just put it in and it's like, well, yeah, I'll do all right.
Joey Legend is here to tell us that he has kicked the ball, and that's Joe Fish, the kicker. Duck Football makes it 10-0.
I know a name they don't quite like.
And Fuzzy Dotson is stopped by Fat Heck.
What the heck?
Las
What
Vegas
is
is the
it
most
back?
run-heavy team.
Been working for them most of the season, though.
Really has been. Though I think part of it is they're now in the tougher half of their schedule.
Yeah. And, like, the Wallabies are always just sneaky.
Perhaps instead of contract... It's not about the GM numbers. It's actually about the player numbers. Is really what it boils down to. So I'm happy to answer questions about it. But no,
People need codes.
we did the math both in our leagues and other leagues to sort of see how their draft classes were doing. And like a lot of our peers as well, we're seeing shrinking draft classes, which to us says that we're definitely losing folks. I will be right back. So the question is what is this? If this game continues on this pace, what does this do for the playoff hopes in terms of what to expect for the Venom?
I think. I mean, I'll use an example. I think the Venom, could be kind of like the Lions last playoffs. Like we had a tough opponent and the aliens there, and like didn't win. Still had to win the first playoff game, but like still in a good spot, like in a good team. It's just maybe just a touch underdeveloped for playoffs. I don't know. They could surprise someone though.
Yep.
I mean, they are in the tougher conference, it looks like.
What, are you saying the International Conference is not as tough as the American Conference this season?
Well, just ask the Wallabies here. They're saying otherwise.
Yeah.
No, the American Conference is really tough.
The American Conference is brutal.
I think just that the Flamingos have quite a bit to make up. 3 games, it looks like. If the Venom drop
Keep
this.
in mind, the only division spots that are decided
2?
are seeds 1 and 2.
1 and 2? Okay. Yes.
Everything else is straight wild card, which makes sense because of the rest of the way we have playoff structured with the high seed.
I mean, so they're still in a good spot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're still in a decent spot, even if
They get a stop on New Zealand. Go for it, you cowards. Punt is now our best offensive play right now. I love it. As we hit the 2-minute warning. And the Venom are still scoreless.
That's surprising that our New Zealand defense is really showing up.
New Zealand defense is still nothing to scoff
Providence
at.
C-Rab guy or something. I don't know.
He's actually the weakest player on that defense.
Well, Fat Heck's been solid.
Fat Heck's been great. I mean, you've got a defensive line in Miranda Wright and Skadilius Kapoklisson.
Yep, that D-line is pretty deadly.
And their D-backs aren't bad either. I think the weakest one is Chip Sparkle, and he's a rookie, but you've got Miranda Wright. And she was defensive back of the year last season.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Fat Heck got picked right before I went to pick them.
He got picked 2 overall.
Okay, that was not that then. He was someone I looked at.
Or like he got picked. He got picked in the first round. I know that.
I think he was supposed to be I wanted him to be my first round.
Gase back to pass, and incomplete. Gase is just making these short route decisions, and he needs to throw it deep. I believe the term is yeet the football.
That's what the kids say. Yep.
I know, I'm hip with the youths.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How do you do, fellow kids?
exactly. I know all their terminology, like swag and YOLO.
Well,
And what a coffin!
nice punt. Maybe the first points the Venom scorer is safety.
And Colt Remington Wellington says, okay, but you're going to have to work for it.
Yeah. We've seen sacks lose more than 4 yards.
Yeah. And nearly does happen. Duck football has declared themselves the punt god, as Mickey Mouse is tackled for no gain, and so they're going to bring out duck football to punt to see if he can be outdone. And a great punt, did I intercept, is going to get basically nowhere, and they'll have one play to try and put points on the board.
Dang, I thought that was gonna run out the half.
I thought so too. Gase back to pass. Short one to Ping Xiaopo, and Ping Xiaopo can't break free.
Oh, he had Dotson blocking.
No.
Well, could have had Dotson blocking.
And it's a false start to start the half. This is not what the Venom want. Cortez is going to get 9, or 14 rather, because I forget they lost 5. Dotson makes a man miss and gets the first. I believe
Tough
that
running.
was Providence C. Rab who missed it. Freaking scrub.
Cut.
Apache gets to tackle for a loss.
No, Providence C-Rab. Haven't seen any
Jufu Jimbo
player
gets...
news with him or anything.
Player news.
Yeah.
Like if he's signing an extension somewhere or
Yeah.
testing the market.
Yeah.
Let's see how contraction goes.
Okay. I was trying to back into a corner, TLK.
Nah. I'll probably return to the Wallabies though. Now that... I don't know. We'll see how everything's going. McMorris gives it to Botterman. And the fullback gets a yard. Slayton does Slayton-y things and gets the first. An elite 1 yard from body. That's true. Lame 10 yards from Slayton. And a huge sack from Frost Sucks. Make this 2nd and 14.
I believe Ross Sucks was one of the few Venom representatives in the Pro Bowl last season.
Yep.
Maybe the only one. I can't remember. Might have been one.
I believe he might... Yeah, I think he was. And so duck football with actually a really great punt will get it to about The 15.
Game's really slowed down here. Neither team really breaking through at all.
No. But I mean, if you're the Wallabies, you don't need to.
No, I mean you're loving this. This is exactly what you want to do with your Wallabies, not turning the ball over and taking time off the clock with a 2-score lead.
Absolutely. And there it is. Speaking of
Wow.
turning the ball over, Jufu Jimbo.
Nope. We talked about the Wallabies defense.
It's a pretty good defense. And it's coming right back.
Coming right
Frost
back.
sucks.
Wow.
All right, guys. As we all know,
Speak
the
of the
rule
devil.
for trains is very simple. We root for the next 10 passes to all be picks.
Go Gase. You know what to do?
Ah, you had one job.
Oh man, there was like 3 people there too.
Were any of you guys there for that game where Toasty
No.
was talking about Giannis Krustis and who were the Hammerheads playing? This was when the Hammerheads were good. And and Steg's player, Snackback, and how they were the two highest quarterbacks in terms of ball protection. And there were 12 picks that game.
Oh, I think I was there for that.
And I just remember
I
laughing
think I was.
hysterically
It
in the
was
booth.
ridiculous. I do remember that.
And so there's a punt.
What season was that?
Okay, Krustis and Snackback overlapped occasionally. Has to be no later than season 7. Because it was back when Shookman was still around.
Yeah, okay.
And Slayton will get a short gain. And X's Oop will get it.
Oop. Wow.
Morris back to pass. This is dangerous. Oop again.
Oop. There it is, for sure.
And there it is again. Deshaun Jackson with another pick for the Venom.
Desmond Jackson.
I'm surprised they didn't run it with Mickey Mouse there. They could have chewed some more clock and potentially they'd been running, not like extraordinarily, but like solid yardage here and there.
Someone got a tackle for a loss.
Who was the target there? I think it was Slayton. It's Gase back to pass. Nearly throws another pick.
That looked like a Mahomes thing.
Yeah. No, Jamiracle plays for the Binaries. Gase one-on-one. And they can't come down with it. And it's 4th and 13. They're going for it.
They need to.
Pressure's coming. Ario runs out of bounds, and that'll do it. Wallabies are going to make this a 2-score game. Even more.
They can hold them to a field goal.
And it'll still be, but now it'll be a 2-touchdown game, not a touchdown and a field goal game.
I'm aware.
Just want to make sure.
It's not like the Wallabies are milking the clock. They just had an incomplete pass.
We are here to yeet the ball.
I guess. I still think, and Dave, if you've played any games, you can let me know what you think, but there's some kind of hidden aggressiveness.
And it's a fumble. Watkins. The Wallabies are doing everything in their power to lose this game. And the Venom are just not taking it.
Sorry, go on.
Well, there's just like some kind of hidden aggressiveness, like, how, like, you might set the tendencies, but like, kind of floats depending on aggressiveness. Because I bet 100% passing on 3rd down, but it's still ran it on 3rd down if it's like late in the second half or something. Because or the first half, late in the second quarter, because they just like go into the locker room. You know what I mean?
I just had that happen today, I believe, and I was like, what's going on? I'm pretty sure I have 100% on all of the 3rd down.
Yep.
And so another drop for Gase. These drops are killing him. Ario again steps out of bounds. This time it's not 4th down, so they've got another shot.
They need to do it here. Otherwise, I'm going to call it game after that, then TLC.
And there it is. Well, I don't know. The Wallabies can still throw a 3rd pick. Don't count them out.
Frost sucks, pick 6 incoming.
They are determined to lose this game by any means necessary. The Wallabies can still lose this as Mika Musa Mickey Mouse will get
Yeah,
8.
yep, you got it.
Yeah.
McMorris nearly picked there.
He's trying, man.
He
He's trying
really
to throw
is trying.
He must have, like, what was the over-under? He must have money on this game or something.
DG, I think if we win this game, we have to tell the locker room that despite our best efforts, we won this game.
You almost snatched defeat from the jaws of victory.
We just couldn't do it. It was a truly valiant effort. But in the end, we were just too good on defense.
So, not to do DG's job here, but I'm pretty sure we just had a 13-0 game earlier today.
We've
so
had 3.
We've had 3. I missed
3
the first one, I
tonight.
guess.
13-0.
This will be the 3rd.
I just saw the Mexico City one.
Yep, nope, the game before Mexico City as well. Also 13-0. Vipers
so
beat the Nightmares.
Probably not a scoregami.
It might, I don't know, it might be a score copy. You never know.
I don't know, maybe like they wouldn't go for 2 though, so it would make sense. Maybe like 13-8 would be kind of funny.
Skadilius Kapakison will get the sack. And
Ooh.
they should kneel it, but I can see a pick coming.
No, that's neat. That's neat.
There it is.
Despite the Wallabies' best efforts, this is probably the best play that the Wallabies have done this second half on offense. Rather than attempt to give the ball to the Venom. Most recently. Oh boy.
Most recently, like 1 hour ago.
Most recently, earlier tonight. Again, punt has been our most effective offensive play. Also true.
We should try to cough in it one more time. Just had them inside the 20 punting stats.
And that'll do it. Exasup is your offensive player of the game. Jufu Jimbo triple crowns it with a sack, a tackle, and a TFL, and we'll get the defensive player of the game.
We're in Madagascar.
Is this our final game of the night?
Yes, it is. It's
Huh.
not even near 10 o'clock yet. That's insane.
I feel like I'm missing a game. Who did the aliens? Oh, the aliens play the Hammerheads.
Yep.
I am
I
not.
count 7 on the announcement,
Good.
so I think we're good.
No, Toronto played. They got stomped. We're in Madagascar?
Yes, we.
By the way, since the voting told me what I'm doing, I did get my my Dragon's hat.
Oh, yeah.
Every game today either had someone score 13 or 56 points. That's wild. All right.
I could see the aliens scoring 56 this game. Yeah, I could see that.
56-13 final score here.
That would be full circle.
Oh, look at that face, Jen.
Nice.
Every team has one face gen in the rotation for this game.
Every team for this game.
Yeah. Dixie Kong and Espelon.
Oh, thank you.
Not Espelon, Dixie Kong and
No.
Picard.
Yep.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's why they pay me to do Shadow GM. They don't. I don't. I yell at teams to do things. It's not the same. If you're Shadow GMing for all teams, are you really Shadow GMing?
I think you're just commissioning.
Yeah. And so... Oh, right, you have Wilson as your halfback this game.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
And Warzog is going to score. And we're off to a rousing start. I think this is back-to-back. We had Madagascar. Oh, no, Madagascar wasn't the final last time. It just was the final game last time because Toasty's computer crashed. I'm not losing my mind. Mouse back to pass. Finds Boateng.
Wow.
Great play. Threads the needle. I mean, that's the thing. You watch Mouse play and you realize just how good of a quarterback he is. As he is hit while throwing, so that one just goes out of bounds. And Mouse is sacked again. David Vent. Well, he's gotten behind the line, I should say. He wasn't sacked the first time. Oh yeah, this is the offensive line revenge game. Deep bomb downfield and incomplete.
At that one-on-one matchup, those are, you know, a little bit more than a coin flip, I'd say, in favor of the offense. Those, you know, one-on-one coverages.
Absolutely.
It's never really a bad play, I don't think.
That was a great punt from Moxa North.
Safety watch.
Play action here. Short pass to Warzog. Warzog will get the first. Warzog has now received the ball twice, and 50% of the time it has ended in a touchdown.
Excellent advanced stats from TLK.
Wilson's going to get his first run of the night as halfback.
50% of the time, it's a touchdown all the time.
Yeah, 50% of the time works every time. This is your SCFSL Next Gen Stats.
Powered by WSBL. And
Ooh.
Ooh, speaking of, we have a recruiting push with them that we're doing during our playoffs. That'll be good. And so that's going to be a punt and a touchback.
yeah, I don't think the ball stops rolling ever.
We live in a frictionless world here. Injuries
I
are off,
think-
so is friction. Duh.
Well, I don't know. It's a weird mechanic. It's almost like, I don't know. It doesn't think it'll punt it that far, so I don't know. It just, like, if you could theoretically block all the players from running to grab the ball, I don't think it would ever stop rolling. It just keeps.
Oh no.
Oh, no, not at all.
Vent,
We've seen that.
is Vent gonna do this again?
He might. As he
Oh,
gets
no.
through the... Oh,
This-
yeah, I think
Oh,
that's
no.
going to be the first thing we're going to uncheese. The DL.
Yeah.
That speed stat's dropping more. Remember how at the beginning we're like, well, now that we fix the instant sacks, can we get rid of the speed block on DL?
Yeah, no.
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 Well, it's the speed of the OL, I think.
Maybe.
not
I mean,
matching up with
maybe
it.
that's what we do. Maybe we just see how to slow down David Vent.
Yeah, right. I mean, is he on pace for 30 sacks?
He's on pace for
I think he has like 20 something.
Radiant's
He
hand with a
might.
huge catch.
He might even have 30 by now. Seeing as he got 13 in one game.
It's a good start.
Yeah, you could put StatBoss updated. You could find out right the second.
I was gonna say, I thought Toasty said that.
As we hit the end of the
I'm on
first.
it. $27, and he's got more than 3 in this game.
I think he only has 2 this game.
I counted 2 when he got the safety,
Yeah,
and I think he had 1 before that.
he's going to break 30 within the next 2 games.
Did you say minutes?
No, I said 2 games.
No.
This, I'd say within. I'd bet on it though.
27? I think he has it already.
Can we just
I really
appreciate
do.
that that was a sidearm throw to Dixie Kong?
And it worked.
It worked beautifully.
I'd like to see those plays like kind of be more like a fade though. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of just looks like a catch in the back of the end zone, which is fine. But you know, I like seeing a good fade play. Tough to do. Honestly, I haven't seen a video game really execute a fade well.
I haven't seen real life execute a fade well.
People who did it.
Sure, but fade routes are kinda. I think they have like what 30% success rate on average.
Yeah, I mean, there's no guarantees in life, TLK. Just death and taxes, man. don't
Yeah,
know
I
what you want
get
from me.
that, but it's like one of the
And David
lower
Venn
rates.
sacks, I guess. 5.
So
Yeah,
he's got 5 sacks.
He has broken
Dang, I
30.
thought he was at 3. I'm
What
losing
is the
count.
single season record? LBG, you're saying go Dragons. Dragons have actually already played, but we're glad to have you here. What is... I should know this. It goes well. How does it go for you? Ronan Rambo. Wilson's got daylight this time. And Reg Broccoli's going to stop him, but he's got a big run. He is now averaging 10 yards a carry.
Dang, better trade that S11 scrub.
You got your brother an Xbox Series X for Christmas. That's awesome. I still have to get my wife stuff for Christmas. I'm going to get her books. I don't know which books yet. And Wilson is going to take it to the house.
Go, buddy.
Hey.
There we go.
Or I could get my wife an SCFSL branded hoodie for Christmas. No. That's how I die. I have to get her a Hanukkah present too.
I want to see someone like gift their entire family, like nuclear family, doesn't have to be like everyone, but like all SCFSL gear.
I'm here for it.
Like of all different teams too, just like go really all out.
Oh man.
And a high winds dude in there, you know, like just everything.
What is...
I mean, TVC
Jesus.
pointed out that they got the Flamingos snapback hat because the black and pink is just so good looking.
Yeah. Is there binaries merch
There will be.
even
Now-
after?
Yeah, I'll do that.
That like I don't know. I still think like that green and black is just like
Slick as all
a
get out.
nice color scheme.
Yeah.
I like it.
Would getting my brother a Wallabies hat be considered tampering? No, it would not. I didn't even know your brother was in this league. Who's your brother? Phillies fan. Ah, I didn't know he was your brother. No, it would not be considered tampering as Dixie Kong takes us to the house.
Yeah, Phillies fans in PBE too, right?
Yeah, well, they both are.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know DG's in PBE.
I think he retired and also recreated too.
Nice.
Or am I thinking of someone else? No, I think I'm right. No, Iroh didn't. What the heck am I thinking of? Who's Fred Hucker? I'm losing my touch.
That's a Phillies fan. That's a QB, Red Ducker.
Yeah,
For the Narwhals. Yeah.
that's Phillies fan?
Yeah.
Oh, there is him. I'm not losing my touch. Awesome.
Yeah, you're good. I thought you were talking about a PBE recre. I'm like, no, I didn't think that was.
No. The conversation with him was hilarious. It's like, I want to first and foremost say your name is hilarious, and I'm pretty sure we can't let this fly. And then head office told me to let it fly, so we let it fly. How many sacks is Vent up to on this day? 8? Yeah, an absurd number.
Somewhere like there.
Okay, Dave, I have to ask you a question for the sake of honesty and integrity within this game. Did you slip blast to 20 before this game?
No, I did not.
Just want to make sure.
No, all I did was trade him.
Huh.
So he must know. He must know.
As Warzog will score again. 66% of Warzog's catches have ended in a touchdown. This is your SCFSL next-gen stat. 50%, sorry.
Warzog's been pretty solid this season, I think,
Yeah.
too.
He's
playing
been
at wide receiver 3 or 1?
No, he's a tight end.
He is, okay.
Has been his entire career, and he's always been solid. Even for a lower, I think he's like hovered around 1,900 or so.
Yeah.
DG, I have 2 important questions. One is the good news that as a result of them being on pace to break 56, higher likelihood of scoregami. And 2, was the Nightmares Twisters game a scoregami? As Botterman will get the first. Mouse hit by Vent as he's throwing, but he doesn't get the sack. And this time Vent gets to him.
All right, bring it up. Let's see. 9 for 9.
Yeah, the 117 game was a scoregami. All right, I just wanted to make sure. As we hit the third quarter, the...
I'm going to make it larger.
It's a labor of love. Good news is, with contraction, that'll probably be the last time we see a score like that. For a long time. Because we
Epic
will see...
foreshadowing. Sorry.
I hope so. Like, honestly, I hope
Yeah.
this helps make the teams more competitive.
Please.
Because I think that is one of
Please.
our biggest challenges. As Picard makes 1, 2, 4 aliens look silly. Or was it 3 aliens?
Mouse throws it directly at me. 3 for 10.
Mouse finds Picard, and Picard makes one man miss.
Wow.
That's a first down. It's wild that he has 1 pass attempt more than he has sacks now, too. And you know what? Credit to the Hammerheads offense. They're adapting. They're realizing David Vent is going to beat us, so we'll just do short passes to Picard. And feed the ball to Picard as he fumbles and Clark Kent recovers.
And it was such a nice drive, too.
It really was.
They're really kind of burning through with the short passes, just getting the ball into their playmakers' hands and Picard and letting him go to work.
On the plus side, this does put us back on pace for 56.
All right, now we're talking.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say something about that.
Although 19 is an odd number, I think that's fairly improbable. But I mean, we could see,
Never doubt Axis's propensity to do the improbable.
we could see 4 field goals and a touchdown, I guess.
Espelone is having his best night of this season, averaging over 4 yards a carry.
At fullback.
Maybe Espelone is washed.
Maybe. What do you mean maybe? The only reason I even have yards is because I was able to run 50-50 while no one else did.
I know. I mean, efficiency also helped. You were a pretty efficient running back, too. It wasn't like you were just volume. And Wilson is going to get a first. Touchdown, field goal, safety. Yeah, easy enough. Wilson's averaging 12.8 yards per carry. As we hit the fourth quarter.
Yes, that's entirely possible.
Oh yeah, that's another way to slice it. That one's probably more probable than 4 field goals.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Just because, there's that guy, David Vent.
I thought he was maybe going to break his 13 this week. But I don't know now.
Dior will get the first.
Ooh.
And there's a face mask making this a first down. Alright, so here's my question for you. Dave, without knowing and without tampering, where does Anna Kendrick go this offseason?
Ooh. Okay.
Roswell or Madagascar?
Madagascar.
Alright.
Absolutely Madagascar.
Teams up with Alaska?
Yeah.
Scary defense, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they got Ross there, right? Who's in the Dev League now, but will definitely be coming up eventually.
Yep. Actually, he has to be picked in this draft with the second overall pick.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And DG points out that if Anna Kendrick wants to make the Hall of Fame, they'll go to New Orleans.
Oh god.
I'm allowed to say it. I'm not getting hit with tampering because I'm not even talking.
Oh my god.
I am so lost.
So I'll explain this one really
Yeah.
quickly. In the PBE, Hummus was in the booth, the commissioner of the PBE, and he said, if you want to make the Hall of Fame, you should go to New Orleans, which was viewed as tampering.
Because it is.
Because it's... You can
Well,
make a case it's not.
But
But either way, so the commissioner of the PBE in his own stream got hit with a tampering warning.
Right.
And Warzog will get another touchdown.
Wow. Alright, there's one touchdown. Oh,
Warzog.
two, so we need a field goal and a safety.
So, safety first. Always, right?
Yeah.
Then
they get the ball back, kick a field goal.
Or they missed the pat twice. Which they didn't. I think banking on Chuck Finn to miss the pat is probably the hardest bet of the group. I also realized our league has a mouse and a Mickey Mouse as
Yeah.
last names.
No turnovers for Mouse though.
He's
Probably just because he can't get the ball away.
yes. David Vent puts up an 11 in 2 games alone. He
Who
has
fumbled?
Picard.
did.
Okay.
When are we getting the exterminator? That's funny. Mouse is sacked by Thomas Fittler Dubolk. It's a new name. And Wilson is going to be short of the touchdown, and it's 2nd and goal.
All part of the plan.
As we hit the 2-minute warning. We won't see it unless they score right here. And they do. Wait, no. And now we can't see 56.
Dang.
Nope.
Well, what's 58-0? That's a kind of an odd score, isn't it?
It is an odd score. Hey, DG, is 58-0 a scoreagami? Need 13 from Madagascar.
I think he's just wanting to see another 13 or 56. 58-0 isn't a scoreagami.
He's going to tell us the last time it was scored. I'm sure when we hit the end. As Mouse is sacked. Would you believe me if I told you it was David Vent?
No.
God, if he gets 2 13-sack games, I don't know.
It happened once this season.
I think he might be MVP. I have to look at how he's doing compared to his peers.
Good.
Like, good that I have
Probably
to
got
look,
like a
or
10-sack
good...
lead over anyone.
I think someone had posted
the absurd stats of
that.
David Vent.
Yeah. No, just basically him and his peers, and it's pretty obvious.
Yeah. So wait, was he 27 entering this game? He's got 13, so did he hit 40?
Yes.
Oh,
Madagascar is going to burn their final timeout.
Shiny says one thing in chat, and that is
Vent for MVP.
hey. I don't disagree.
And that'll do it. 58-0. Oh, wait. Wait, I'm doing the math. No, yeah, it's 58-0 is the final score. Could have been a... Yeah, I know. If Wilson had scored. So, DG, let me ask you a question. I think I know the answer to this. Do you think we are going to see 500 scoreagamis before the kickoff of Season 12? Season 13. Season 12. Season 12 draft class. Week 4 it happened this season. Huh. I think it will be close. I gotta start making the infographic. That'll do it. We need more than 3 per week, yeah. As Warzog is your offensive player of the game, and Vent is surprised to no one is your defensive player of the game. Today did not help with 1. No, I totally agree. Credit to the Hammerheads, though. They kept a quiet 3rd quarter. Alright. Thank you all for tuning in.
They had the ball a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had that nice drive, just ended in a fumble.
And we have Dev League tomorrow, 7 o'clock, I believe.
Yep.
So, we will see you there.
Eastern time.
Yeah, Eastern.
All right.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
night, everyone.